All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to unpack the exact blueprint for making your first $1,000 on Etsy. And the best part? We're going to do it with digital products, which is honestly one of the smartest ways to start a business today.
So this is the goal, $1,000. But I want you to think about this as way more than just money. This number is your proof of concept. It's the validation that tells you, hey, this thing I created, it works. People actually want it. Hitting this first major milestone is the launch pad that really makes you believe you can get to 10,000 and way, way beyond.
And look, this isn't just some theory I dreamed up. We know of at least 554 people, and that's a conservative number, who have used the exact method we're covering today to hit that first $1,000 mark. So what you're getting here isn't guesswork. It's a proven, battle-tested playbook.
And this is why digital products are such a game changer. You do the work once. You create that planner, that template, that piece of art, and then you can sell it an infinite number of times. Etsy handles the delivery for you instantly. There's no inventory to manage, no boxes to ship. It's a business that's literally designed to make you money while you sleep. Okay, so where do you even start? Well, the great news is you're not starting with a blank page. We're going to kick things off with a massive strategic advantage, and it's called the shop hacking method. And here's the secret. All the market research you could ever want, it's already public, right there on Etsy for everyone to see. You just need to know how to read it. So here's how it works. First, you're going to put on your detective hat. Your mission is to find 3 to 5 successful shops in the niche you're interested in. And you want to mix some big, established players and some newer shops that are already getting a lot of traction. Then, you analyze everything. What do their listing photos look like? What words are they using in their titles? What fonts are popular? You're looking for the common threads, the patterns of what works. Now, this is super important. We are modeling, not copying. There's a huge difference. Bad copying is seeing one shop's design and just ripping it off. That's plagiarism, and it's a terrible idea. Good modeling is like being a musician. You study the greats, you learn the chord progressions that make a hit song, and then you use that knowledge to write your own totally original music. That's what we're doing here. So once you've done your homework, it's time to actually create your product. But you can't just make another generic thing. You need to create something that's magnetic. It has to be something that literally stops a customer in their tracks while they're scrolling and makes them say, whoa, that's exactly what I've been looking for. And hey, if you're sitting there thinking, I have no idea what to make, don't worry. Start here. These niches are what we call evergreen. People are always getting married, starting businesses, planning their meals, and trying to get organized. The demand is already there, baked right in. Your job is just to find your unique little corner inside one of these massive markets. This is how you stand out. This right here is the whole secret. Don't sell at a meal planner. You'll be competing with thousands of other generic listings. Instead, sell a Ramadan meal planner for busy moms. See the difference? The first one is yelling into a crowded stadium. The second one is having a personal conversation with a specific person who has a specific need. It's instantly more appealing.
All right, you've made an amazing magnetic product. You're feeling good, but here's the hard truth. If nobody can find it, it might as well not exist, right? So now we've got to build the perfect listing. A listing that's engineered from the ground up to get found by the Etsy algorithm and to get those all-important clicks.
I want you to think about your main listing image just like it's a YouTube thumbnail. Because honestly, it's everything. You could have the greatest video on the planet, but if the thumbnail is boring, or blurry, or confusing, nobody's ever going to click play. It is the exact same thing on Etsy. Your first image has one job, and one job only, to earn the click over everyone else. Now, once they click, your title has to seal the deal. And it's not a guessing game. It's a formula. It's a recipe. You start with your main keyword, what the thing is. So Ramadan meal planner. Then you say who it's for busy moms. Then you add a key benefit with weekly prep checklist. And finally, the format, printable PDF. Every single part of that title is working to attract your perfect customer.
Now for your description. Think of this as your silent salesperson. Its job is to answer every question a buyer might have before they even have to ask. Line 1, just tell them exactly what it is, no fluff. Then use bullet points for what's included. Make it super easy to scan. List all the tech specs, file types, sizes, you name it. A clear, thorough description builds trust and makes it so much easier for someone to hit that buy button.
Okay, we've talked about strategy, we've talked about tactics, but none of it, and I mean none of it, will matter without this final piece. This is the engine,
This is what's going to push you through the days when you feel like quitting. We have to talk about mindset.
I want you to seriously think about this. Ask yourself this question every day. If you were already running a six-figure Etsy shop, how would you act? Well, I'll tell you. You wouldn't panic if a new listing got 0 sales in the first week. You wouldn't give up, you'd trust the process, you'd look at the data, and you'd just keep creating. You have to act like that person from day one. Go look at the biggest shops on Etsy right now. What do you see? Even after making tens of thousands of sales, they are still consistently adding new listings. Why? Because they know that real success isn't about having one lucky, viral product. It's about building a huge library of assets, where every single listing is another chance to make a sale.
And that brings us to the most important mindset shift you could possibly make. You need to stop thinking you're in the business of making sales. You are in the business of making listings. Let that sink in. Stop obsessing over your sales stats every hour. Instead, focus on the one thing you can actually control: creating another high-quality, well-researched listing. Because when you're in the business of making great listings, guess what? The sales have no choice but to follow. So, the only question left is, what listing are you going to create first?